Hey, Scott from Aristogrub.com here. Here happens to be back home in High Point, North Carolina. And I've just returned from a quick trip over to Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Now, don't know if you've ever had a chance to enjoy Papa Murphy's, but probably 15 years ago, I had heard about it from my parents out in Denver. And so on a trip, I decided to investigate it, and I loved the concept. And I looked very seriously at the idea of opening a take and bake pizza restaurant here in North Carolina. At the time, it was pretty much a West Coast concern, and there were two companies, both out of the West Coast. One was Papa Murphy's, and the other one was, I don't know, they ended up getting eaten up by Papa Murphy's, whoever they were. And but I contacted them, and they had no plans of opening in this area anytime soon. And it's a brilliant idea because, you know, you have an output of a product that is of superior quality in many cases than a lot of fast food pizza places. And the way they're able to do that is they don't have all the cost associated with a typical pizza restaurant. You don't have an oven. Then because it's being baked at your house, their oven's at your place. And the cost associated with that, the maintenance, the initial investment, the cost to keep it fueled, and you keep in mind that in North Carolina and many hot places, if you're heating an oven, that also means that you're heating the building that you then have to offset in air conditioning, so you have cost on cost on cost on cost. Another interesting thing about having equipment like ovens is you're required to hire older people. You can't hire students to work for you because they're around dangerous equipment. So really interesting idea. And also most take and bake pizza places aren't open crazy late, and most of them don't deliver. So you don't have all those additional costs and expenses as you think about insurance. Anyway, I gave up on the idea because there was no chance, because all of the take and bake pizza places, their commissaries or their main distribution points for their supplies were so far west, it wasn't practical to do here. Fast forward to about 2 years ago, Papa Murphy's opened up here in the Greensboro area. And I've been over there a couple times, and I decided today was the day we're going to try cooking a couple of their pizzas on my smoker. Now, my smoker will get up to 500 degrees, and once it gets up above, let's say, 400 degrees, it's not a smoker anymore. It's not producing much smoke, and we've baked a number of things on it, and I figure it's time to try pizza. Now, you go in, and they have a display board that tells you exactly what you can order. They have a number of signature pizzas that you can order that are prefabbed as far as the recipes are concerned, but they're all made fresh right in front of you. And one interesting thing that if you've never seen it done before makes a lot of sense, they actually build the pizza on a scale. So they're weighing out the ingredients such as your sauce and your cheese. You get a huge amount of cheese. And I calculated this out once before, that to go to the grocery store and just to buy the cheese and the sauce to make my own pizza at home would cost more than buying a pizza from Papa Murphy's and starting from there. They also do something interesting with their crust. Their crust is made of a combination of yeast and a, let's just call it a chemical leavening agent. So baking powder would be a chemical leavening agent. And that way, they're pretty much guaranteed, even if you leave your pizza in the refrigerator a few days longer than you should, that pizza's still going to rise because of that ingredient that they put in the crust. The ingredients that they don't weigh are things like the pepperoni, which they count out, and the other toppings, many of which they have special sized portions, scoops that they use to put the proper amount. Again, the beauty of that is not only can they be generous, but they can be consistent. Every time you order your favorite pizza, it's going to be exactly the same. Okay, so here are my two pizzas, and far more important to my wife and grandkids, the chocolate chip cookie dough. Probably the best thing at Papa Murphy's. I think I need a pizza stone for this, and so I'm going to invest in a $3.79 pizza stone here at Lowe's.